today's stream, we finna play 2K25 current gen. We finna play now online. So yeah, if y'all want to see more, if you want to see some shit, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell. And let's get into this. Who we getting? We probably get Damian Leonard though. Let me see what the Bud man got.
Moonshine.
Yo, Dev. Yo, Dev. What up, my boy? I'm finna just turn.
I got the whole camera. How the fuck I got the film?
How you been?
Man, I've been chilling, my boy. I've been chilling. Let me pray.
It's an Eastern Conference battle here in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court advantage.
I've been good, my boy. How you
We're all
doing?
set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. The Celtics are looking to end their road trip here with a strong outing.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
I think it's always that way when these guys get together. The fans and the players are jacked up. Even the vendors are ramped up, talking stuff. It's a special matchup for sure.
Now here is Holiday, following the miss by Brook Lopez. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
Hey,
You know, Kevin,
Bullets!
think about this. When Giannis got that ring,
Jelly!
he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
Back to White. Launches a 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Well, it's so good to see White growing in confidence with his offensive game and not hesitating at all to shoot the perimeter shot.
To the paint. Back to Brown. No good on the triple. Pass to Antetokounmpo.
Come here, nigga. Get dunked on. Come here.
Giannis is a
He
monster
dunked
around
on.
the rim. Too easy there.
From our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about the chances. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
Hey.
Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard makes it look so easy. The quick release. Uber impressive.
Double team on Holiday. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Porzingis. Tatum wide open. He fires one.
That nigga pausing this shit, bro. What the hell, Cody?
From outside, off the mark.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Lopez. Giannis outside. From deep, Prince.
Bang
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Get him out of here, coach. Get him out of here, coach. Get him out of here, coach. Get him out of here.
Look, Kevin, I've long
Get
been a
him outta
proponent
here.
of a shorter season. I think 65, 66 games, 1 month less.
All my
regular
team's
season would
shooter.
be great. We know load
my
management
team's
did
shooter.
decrease injury rate, so I'm not sure a shortened schedule would either, but I do know it would improve the quality of play for the players, and I think that would be beneficial to the fans.
Now here's Giannis. After Jaylen Brown's miss. Portis inside the three-point line.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Lillard misses.
He didn't do it.
Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Pritchard. Back to White.
Get that shit out of here! What are you doing?
Snatched out of the air. Credit the block.
Hey!
And Portis throws it down.
Hey, I feel bad for those rims because Portis has no mercy on it, throwing it down with force.
Now here's White. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
Hell no, bro. Ah! He left! He left! Oh my god, you ass! Yo! First game, he left. No! He left! No! Say no!
Nabro leaving.
Oh God, he left! He left! That nigga ass. He left. You know his ass whooping finna get to this boy. That boy left, folks. Which team should I use next, chat? What team should I use, Broken? What team should I use, gang?
BTA.
BTA. Come here! Come here! Where's my build at? BTA. Straight belt to ass. Stop playing with that boy. We're gonna rock out with the Pacers. We're gonna rock out with the Pacers. They got my team. This nigga got my team. You better not use their ass. They ass tough. They ass tough. They tough as hell. This nigga got my team. He got the old school. Oh shit. That nigga got BTA. What the fuck?
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports.
WSB.
I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Graham
up,
Hill
D-Rob?
and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. We'll see the Indiana Pacers taking on the Milwaukee
I'm
Bucks.
playing 2K current gen right now. Play now.
Here's Robertson. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Back to Halliburton. That drops. And it comes off assist from Siakam.
A nice effort from Halliburton, working to get that point-blank shot.
Abdul-Jabbar.
Such confidence as a passer. Hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
No good with a layup.
What?
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
To the paint. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he goes in for the dunk.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't
He
he?
got a fucking old.
Let's check in with our reporter, Ali LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Milwaukee's head coach and I got a chance to talk. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Ali. Halliburton misses.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's.
Oh hell no! This nigga a freak! He a freak! Oh hell no, bro! Hell no, bro! That nigga's a freak. I don't give no fuck about that shit, bro. That nigga's a fucking freak. I don't care, chat. That nigga's a freak. I'm not doing that shit, bro. His ass a freak. Oh my granny, this nigga a freak. His ass a fucking freak, bro. What the fuck? Who the fuck they got? Them niggas freaky honest, bro. We finna rock out with James Harden and Kawhi Leonard. Fuck around, we gonna rock out with these niggas. But that shit is no. That nigga's a freak, bro. What the fuck? Is this an all-time team? Is a good guy? Oh, you got a mic. Yo, Brody. That man Mike's ass, but I mean, he got a mic, chat. He got a mic, y'all. He got a mic, I guess. But yeah, this nigga, I don't know. I already know how niggas like that is, folks. When they start trying to win and shit, y'all, when instantly his ass, I don't know, gonna talk hella shit. I felt it. I feel it. The whole time we gonna hand out straight BTA. BTA. I'm gonna put him in the bench. It's cool. I'm gonna rock out. I'm gonna rock out what I got right now. I'm gonna rock out. I'm gonna rock out what I got. I'm gonna rock out.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It's out on the road tomorrow as the Knicks wrap up this home stretch. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup.
This is his first free throw of the game.
It's a free throw.
Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year. You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Brunson outside.
B.
Here's the floater.
Yeah.
Harden grabs the miss. Let's check in with our reporter, David.
We go.
Well,
We
Tom
go
Thibodeau
from
had a
here.
few minutes to share. I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and Coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISO. Coach said he has to work for it tonight, so they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. So it's the Knicks now. Zubac with it. Hard covering. Out to the right wing. Dunn, wide open, he fires. And the wing jumper offline.
I can hear me now, bro. Perfect line.
Bridges inside. And Brunson has it in the corner. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Anunoby. That shot misses. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021.
What the fuck?
Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history. know, Josh Hart, the very definition of unselfish. How about keeping his eyes up and finding his teammate?
And the rejection by Town. It's deflected. At the elbow, Brunson. Back to Bridges. And the Knicks decide to take their first timeout.
They caught timeout.
We know Doris and Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
I love you.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
Down low. Jones in the post. Lock at 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Doris, here we are looking ahead to the postseason. Do you have a favorite right now?
Well, Kevin, like anyone, I definitely have some ideas of
What
who
the
I think
fuck?
would be there.
Oh, hell no.
Standing, but I'm staying neutral. Number one, it's my job, and predictions only lead to the possibility I'm wrong, and I don't want to do that.
It's good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball.
Because this tape fucking sucks!
Here so far.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Why the fuck they keep I don't want my team to
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Pass to Harden. It's Powell on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Zubats. Leonard with no one around. Cans it from downtown.
They think that's a shot they can give Kawhi. They are dead wrong. This guy worked methodically to build that three-point shooting.
Here's Dadier. Back to McBride. Out to the wing. Pass to Payne. Poked away. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here are the Clippers. The Clippers trail. Here's Dunn. No good. That would have tied him.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul.
Second team. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
NGLID had more fun.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, I do have more
fun. On the wing, Anunoby. Off target from three-point range. Now here's Harden. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play. He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New York.
I like how they work the ball inside, getting Knicks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, Kev, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Hey!
And Jones with the stuff.
Assist from. And for
All right,
power
guys.
forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Pass to Bridges. His 3 pointers off the mark. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 3. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
16. Very dangerous. All right, David. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, this team is at its best when Towns is looking to establish himself on the interior.
Back to Simmons. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Eubanks. And the rejection by Towns. Anunoby outside. Brunson outside. Back to Bridges. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
In the corner, Powell with it. Harden outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
That's in. Coming off an assist.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Game tied up here.
Yes, sir. Pulling in. I ain't no words.
Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put
Yes,
that
sir.
one behind them.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at
Pull
how
up in it, really.
poorly
Ain't no
they played.
words.
I think they were shocked.
Yes, sir.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Here's Brunson. Good. Brunson, no fear down low.
Why you calling time now? Just play
Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Doris, recently the Clippers relocated their G League team, bringing basketball back to the city of San Diego.
Kevin, I absolutely love this because San Diego gets its first NBA representation since 1984. And yes, it's great for the city itself, but it's also a smart move by the NBA. You are tapping into an untouched market.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Harden outside. And the rejection by Towns.
Tremendous work defensively from Towns. His teammates love to see him send that thing back.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. To the inside. And Towns throws it down.
How have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
22.
Here's Harden. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his
James
fifth
Harden
on 9 shots from the floor.
Motherfucking filet.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Now, here's Anunoby. No scoring in this one. And Anunoby slams it in.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
24.
Pass to Zubac. Poked loose. Here's Leonard. The shot comes out. On the wing, Anunoby. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game. With 4 seconds on the clock. And they'll get another chance.
Oh my God!
First half. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Side game.
The Clippers.
Hey, go, it's decent ass competition. No bad. It's a decent ass competition.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Anunoby in the corner. On the wing, Anunoby. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And talk about victors and guys who play to their strengths. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin. A 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
Powell with it. Brunson picks him up. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Kawhi Leonard reminding folks he's still got a vertical. Look out.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier.
No! This shit lagging!
So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. 4 on the clock. I missed that time. Would have put him up.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick.
No!
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Towns.
And one!
And the one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
When Towns is healthy, he is an absolute force on the offensive end of the floor.
Oh no, coach! It's time to put Dunn in the bench.
Knicks decide to talk it over. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Substitution on the court.
What? Turn that one.
The Knicks leading by 3. Payne looking around. Pass to McBride. Out left to the wing. Here's Payne. New York missing again. Clippers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. A 3 from Leonard. The rebound by McCoy.
God.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
A dunk by Achua.
Well, such an explosive athlete. Achua off his feet in a hurry.
26.
Now here's Mills. Pass to Bogdanovich. And here's Harden for three. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Inside.
2 minutes.
Robinson. Over to the wing. Goes back up. And it's good for two.
What? He greened that
Got the
shit?
lead up to 7 now.
Oh.
The last
He
6
greened
matches,
that
5
shit, bro.
have come on the
That
interior.
shit is
This is
bad.
just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
So both teams making some changes here. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Simmons. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here is Powell.
Screen. Oh, you hit that way.
To the paint. They could use a bucket. Eubanks, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Brunson. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Back to Batum. Pass to Bogdanovich. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third. Now Batum. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. At the heart. The shot from 20 feet away. And yep, only drops after rolling around the rim. And now a 9-point Knicks lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just
on top.
And the Clippers call time here. The ultimate blue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
Now here's Mills. He has yet to score. In the corner, Powell with it. Ball's knocked loose. Right there, the defender clearly.
You got this, dog, bro. You got it. Oh, God, he do. That shit made me mad. I hate that fucking team! Fuck. Like, that team so doo shit. Alright, bro. Where's team going, bro? We're gonna have to rock out with Ja. We're gonna have to rock out with John Morant. My thing is to around the corner and look like John Morant. I didn't know. Morant around the road, my nigga gonna stand. Oh fuck.
With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter.
No matter what they try, they can't seem to get over the hump. That's when frustrations mount. You can see it in their faces. Sometimes they even look defeated before they take the floor.
Here's Edie. Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Now here's Hunter. Back to Garland. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Doris, so much improvement from Garland since coming into the league.
Oh, no doubt, Brian. This guy is now a do-it-all guard. You can play him at both the 1 and the 2 positions. The versatility that he possesses is such an important aspect in the league today.
Down low. Pass to Edie. Kicks it out to Bain. Here's Edie. Jackson with it. Covered by Mobley. Here's Moran. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Just electric. Ja Morant. I mean, someone you pay to see.
Now here's Garland. Hounded by Moran. Garland, no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Outside Moran. Here's Edie. Lays it up and banks it in. Edie's got his second bucket on the night.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. 4-point game. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
As they say, live by the 3, die by the 3. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball too critical in today's NBA.
Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. Garland up top. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Here's Garland. 4-point game. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game. And with both teams fighting for playoff position, this is as intense of a regular season as you'll see, Grant.
Oh, B.A., you can feel what's at stake here in the arena. Both of these teams will treat this like the postseason. The playoffs start now for them.
To the middle. Lets it fly. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yes, sir.
That's how Jackson's most effective, playing aggressive around the basket.
Cleveland calls timeout. And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Grant.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Moran, Bain, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
And the shot is good by Garland.
That's what we call a savvy move, folks. Darius Garland can get anywhere he wants using his instinct and his skill.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command. Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now. Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Mitchell does not let that 6'1" frame deter him from going in the paint. This guy has got so much confidence.
Here's Moran. That one a little long.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
From deep, Mobley. Cleveland gets it back. Here's Garland. The offensive rebound. Right wing. Pass to Mitchell. Tries yet again. Memphis with a rebound. 58 seconds left in the first quarter.
Get out the way! Boom, nigga!
That one falls.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
On the wing, Mitchell. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. And that one's good. Mitchell's got his second basket on the night.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Morant. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Already 6 of their points coming off second chances. Pretty impressive.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Allen. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Take this ass whooping, boy! Bring it, take it! Take his ass whooping, boy!
The first quarter is
Take his ass whooping, boy!
It's the Grizzlies.
Take his ass whooping, boy!
And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Oh, shit.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots. That's nice.
Buries it from 3.
Well, this is how Luke Kennard made his way to the NBA. The knockdown 3. Good night.
From deep, Strus. Memphis with a rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title.
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore. Boy, you get a sense of the long reach of Evan Mobley. Get to the offensive window and put the putback in.
Listen,
you give a
drop
good
that
shooter
two-pointer,
that
boy.
kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Every opportunity. You take it.
Here's Jerome. Cleveland gets it back. Strus's shot is off. Memphis leading by 9. Aldama outside. Clark, no good. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Here's Kennard. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Well, shooting will always have its place in the modern NBA. Kennard, big-time value because he shoots at about 40% from deep.
Here's Jerome. No good there. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Conchard Kept alive.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. Pass to Strus. Here's Mobley. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
And there's a hunger to Mobley's game. That's how he beats the defense to the rebound.
Back to Clark. Kennard outside. Now Conchar. Jackson can't get it to go. Green in the post. No made baskets yet. The second effort. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies lead by 8. Pass to Kennard. Williams on the wing. Strus grabs the miss. And here comes Cleveland. To the paint. Here's Jerome. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Timeout call. Memphis. Indoors, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
Substitution on the court.
There's 1:17 left to play in the first half. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Garland. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
What the fuck?
We've seen
hell no!
Today. An effortless basket inside.
From 20 feet. Jackson can't get it to go.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Oh, it's
What the
blocked.
fuck
It's
was
off
that?
the backboard. Here's Bain. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bain can still do damage inside.
Pass to Green. .24 seconds left in the first half. Here's Garland. He's got it. 3 for 7 now.
I like the toughness required on that finish by Darius Garland. Boy, oh boy, that was nice. The willingness to mix it up on the interior, so important.
Stolen by Jackson. It'll count. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And that concludes the first half. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by... We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession.
It's like third quarter. I'm going to start doubling his ass.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. To the inside. Out to Mobley. Here's Mitchell. The slam by Donovan Mitchell.
Oh my goodness, throw it down, Donovan Mitchell, just exploding off the floor.
Oh, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris. So agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Allen can't get it to go. Grizzlies lead by 6. Here's Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Oh, sir.
And the growth of Jackson Jr. is downright scary, especially defensively. This guy has been upping his game, and no opponent is happy about that.
Pass to Allen. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Garland. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Garland's got 10.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Morant. Here's Edey. Allen defending. Back to Morant. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Pass to Hunter. Knocked loose. And stolen by Jackson. Shoots from the baseline. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Mitchell. No good there with a step back Jay. The Grizzlies on offense. They've led by as much as 10. Out left to the wing. Here's Morant. Look at
oh my God! Oh my God!
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball.
Yo! I just did it. It was so nasty.
Well, so much can be said about Jerry Jackson Jr.'s versatility. But I'd like to praise his team-first mindset.
Oh my God!
Work needs doing.
I just
He's
did
got it. As long
360
as
on
it helps
this
his
nigga
team
and
get
lay
the
up
win.
that bitch.
So both
Oh
teams
my
changing
God.
up here. The kick to Hunter. Back to Jerome. And here comes the break.
Quit this bitch.
Payne, no
Cause
good.
what the fuck? I just did it so nasty.
Allen with it. Yet to see a basket. Clark grabs the board. Aldama with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Outside, Williams. Inside. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
And you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Pass to Allen. That one's good for 2. Allen's got his first points of the night.
Boy, that's a little bit of toughness and concentration. Jared Allen under duress in the defense. Nicely done. You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
And here's Okoro. Williams defending. Back to Okoro. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, showing some craftiness with the ball. Okoro looking opportunistic on the offensive end.
Pass to Aldama. Left side, Williams. Kicks it out to Bain. Here's Pippen. Down low. And the basket by Clark. Clark's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Here's Jerome. Now here's Allen.
Hell no, bro. Shoot the free throws.
So he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Brandon Clark.
Well, this is exactly the kind of position you want Jared Allen shooting from, right? He gets excellent position, makes defenders nervous this close. Good job drawing that foul.
That boy nervous, boy.
And he sinks the second.
He's busting his ass.
Memphis leading by 8. Here's Pippen. Conchar outside to the paint. Here's Clark. Over Allen. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. That one's no good. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Pass to Okoro. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Okoro's got his second basket of the game.
Wow, that's a nice burst of power from Okoro. Use your muscles to get past that contact.
Watch out.
Count that one.
You're a baby.
They have
Stop
no
playing with me,
answer
nigga.
defensively inside.
You're a baby.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Green. Outside Strus. Okoro outside. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. Okoro with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Green. And there's the shot clock violation. Didn't get the shot off in time.
Good shit.
Substitution on the court.
Go.
Here's Pippen.
Base.
Trained it for 2
Base.
points.
Base.
And
Base.
the Grizzlies lead.
Stop playing with that boy.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Allen. And so it's Memphis. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close.
44. The Cavaliers.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Memphis leading by 11. Here's Morant. The rebound by Garland. And it's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. Mitchell showing some muscle.
This is what makes him so dangerous. He's not just a shooter. Donovan Mitchell adept at scoring in the paint.
Here's Morant. Oh
He dunked it on his head.
He's a guy.
He don't got shit in his job, bro.
You love that he
He
wants
don't
to
got
wear
shit
out
on
the
the job.
defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Pass to
He
Garland.
don't got shit on his job already, bro.
Now Mitchell.
Look,
Shoots
you
from
don't
the
know
block.
what he's going to do right now.
Shot clock at 5. Back to Garland. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I'll do this nigga's a little dirty.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Stolen by Strus. And he lost. Oh, Spider Mitchell. Wow.
Guys, how often do you see an alley-oop designed for your guard? Donovan Mitchell defies explanation.
Here's Morant. He can't hit that time. Solid defense from Mitchell.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Here's Morant. Pass to Edey. Outside Bain. Out to the right wing. Here's Aldama. Good D by Mobley.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
They get it back. Second chance shot. The layup off target. Grizzlies lead by 9. Here's Morant. He takes it in. The shot's good. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Garland, no good.
When you need to double clutch to get the shot off, you know the probability is
John
low.
Morant.
Morant,
Oh, no.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Deflected.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And the shot goes down.
Yes, sir.
Breakdown here, guys. Of the
Pull up in, really, I ain't no words.
Their
Top
defense
really
has
can't
been
what
on
stick,
point
oh,
all
bird.
game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
Niggas really dark. Yeah, I
How
know.
difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle.
Second personal foul.
They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team
At the line for the
everyone
Cavaliers.
thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
And Allie, thank you for that. Allen, no good on the free throw.
Jared Allen knows who he is, guys. Rim runner, rim protector, and excellent rebounder. Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Allen. It's not going to go for him.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Rejected by Allen.
Wow, Jared Allen twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
Assistant.
His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Jackson. To the left side wing. the teardrop. Payne
don't
with it.
even want to guard me.
The three. The shot misses.
He don't even want to guard me no more, bro. He lit though.
Now Mitchell. Allen outside. Back to Mitchell.
He really don't want to guard me.
Outside Garland. Pass to Allen. Memphis with a rebound. Right side Morant. Over Garland. Morant, no good.
You don't even want to guard me.
Cavaliers trip by 11. To the middle. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down. And he's now got the double-double.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable. A testament to how much he cares about his craft.
A sign of things to come. You gotta love seeing Mobley dominate like this.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Oh, got that one up quick.
There are guys who live for these moments. Donovan Mitchell in the house.
Back to Payne. Pass to Aldama. Now Payne. Checked by Mitchell. And here's Morant outside.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
And love the aggressiveness from Mobley, commanding the defense's attention there.
And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. Back to Payne. Up and in on the layup.
Don't worry about it.
And the Grizzlies lead.
Don't worry about it. Game over with.
Cleveland calls
Game
it
over
out.
with. Don't worry about it.
They're down by
Don't
8.
worry about it. Take his
There's
ass.
6 seconds left to play in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
It's an opportunity for a teaching moment. I'm sure Coach will waste no time making his points.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
Mitchell misses. Tipped. So Memphis wins it. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing.
Hey, I won.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Let me get my DC. I mean, dang, John scored 18 on them niggas. Damn! How many scores? This nigga scored 13. So 10, 5, 4, 2, 2. Oh, he ass. That nigga so dog shit, bro. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, this playing this shit, bro. He's so ass. I get that nigga a good wide whooping belt whoop ass. We gonna rock out with Jaw again. Fuck it. We just get this nigga whoop ass. It's crazy. You got a mic, bro? Hell no. I'm guessing you don't got a mic. I guess he don't got a mic. But he's got a dog shit though. You gonna see how bro play. You gonna see. I hope he better than last nigga. Cause I clipped the fuck out that nigga John Morant. Oh my god.
This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce.
They are firing on all cylinders right now. The guys seem to be playing for one another. As long as they maintain the selfless attitude, their success should continue.
Well, this offense is so much better when Jackson moves the ball.
And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Grant.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
And Mobley throws it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
It won!
Two move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Yeah, he's looking pretty much unstoppable. Morant making the defense regret that physicality.
Get it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Drop him off.
You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day.
Free throws, that's the man.
And with both teams fighting for playoff position, this is as intense of a regular season as you'll see, Grant.
Oh, B.A., you can feel what's at stake here in the arena. Both of these teams will treat this like the postseason. The playoffs start now for them.
And not settling for a jump shot. Bane right at the rim.
Mobley down low. A rebound by Jackson. And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Jackson. Jackson on the wing. Back to Payne. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morant. Misses the layup.
Oh, no.
Out of bounds. So
Yes, sir! Alabama! We need that. We need that.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Jackson for 3. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Yeah, nice timing on the rejection. Mobley showing you how incredible defensively he can be.
With the assist.
Ooh, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Yes, sir.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen. Here's Edey. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pass to Bane. Out left to the wing.
Come here!
Well,
We
this
don't
is
go
what the
see
fans
like
want
great
to
day.
see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
Here's Mobley. Deflected.
That's out here, bro.
Out to Garland. Clock at 6. Tries again.
Get that shit out of here, bro. What are you doing?
Pass to Bane. Uses the
Man,
glass on
go.
the layup.
Drop
Just
him.
look at
Drop
the
him
body
off,
of
chat.
Bane.
Drop
He's
him off,
so
chat.
strong, and that helps him down low.
Drop that boy off.
Time called here. The Cavs decide to talk it
Early
over.
dub. Early morning dub.
Rim
Rooney.
protection and shooting
Early
so
dub,
important.
Rooney,
Jaren
guys.
Jackson Jr.
Early dub.
has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and
Early
look,
dub.
Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest. Here's Edey. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Now here's Bane. 23 points his last outing.
Bang.
It's good on the putback.
Yeah,
They're really working the paint now.
Drop them off.
Cavaliers trail by 11. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Okoro. Averaging around 6 a game. Offensive board. The kick to Hunter. And stolen by Bain. Here's Wells. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
This goes to
Bingo.
Got his second bucket of the night.
I just love the ball movement.
Now here's Okoro. The kick to Hunter. Pass to Allen. From the baseline. And he hits the jumper for 2.
Yeah, lots of effort by Allen to expand his range. Nice shot there from Jared.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
I didn't know I'm on 2K. Yeah, always right now I'm on 2K, boy.
29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Jerome. Now Hunter. Okoro, left side. Here's Allen. The rebound by Edey. Here's Wells. Guarded by Okoro. Now here's Morant. Three-pointer. The shot misses. And so it's Memphis with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Man's in the chat. What did you say?
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
We've become accustomed to these kind of moves from Mitchell. He's got that ball on a string. Fantastic perimeter defense. His coaches and teammates have to appreciate this kind of effort.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
Inside. And Mobley throws
Oh
it
my
down.
God.
And has to fight through contact to get the finish. Mobley keeping his cool under duress.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
And finished off by Hunter.
You gotta love Hunter's opportunistic attitude. He relishes any chance he gets to finish off alley-oops.
To the paint. Here's Edey. Oh, and Mobley with the block. Fast break Cleveland. Outside Hunter. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
Timeout call. Memphis. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Ryan, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. Here's Edie. And at last, they get one to fall. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
We also got to mention the work they've done on the offensive glass, pounding the opposition and coming away with tons of second chance points.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second team foul.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
The Cavs trailing. Here's Hunter. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 11. Pass to Wells. Fires for 3. Jackson can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Right side.
Yeah.
6 on the shot clock. Over Edie. A nice shot by Mitchell.
Hold on, gang. Oh, girl. That shit is weird, bro. Stop talking, bro. That shit weird.
Mitchell's got 9 points in the quarter. Timeout call, Memphis.
Well, he's been off the mark, and it's impacting his team's ability to put points on the board. He needs to reset his approach.
And Cleveland making a change here. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. And here's Morant outside. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Okoro outside. A deep 3. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Mitchell. The kick to Hunter. And stolen by Jackson. Here's Wells. Here's Morant. And he jams it down right on top of Jaron Allen.
Well, this is one of those nights where Morant just decided to take over.
Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Jaron Allen. Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risks pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And the shot goes in.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Here's Wells. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
The end of the first half.
And with the score is close.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Here's Bain. Outside for Moran.
Grizzlies foul. John Moran plays first.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Out to Mobley. Lets the 3 fly. Cleveland the rebound. Out to the wing. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. Mobley's got 6 points.
Imposing inside. Mobley is just too much.
Pass to Mitchell. Here's Garland. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Fantastic finish inside by Moran.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Mitchell with the ball. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Intelligent decision by Mitchell, using the pick and roll to break up the defense and get open.
Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bain, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bain, well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
Here's Morant. Jackson outside. Launches a 3. The rebound by Allen.
He wasn't shoot that stupid.
And here comes Cleveland. They trail by 1. Mitchell misses. Left side, Morant. Jackson outside. Pass to Bain. Here's Wells. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Yes, sir.
And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Just great positioning to get the rebound and get it back up.
Time called here. The Cavs decide to talk it over. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
So both teams changing it up here. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Jerome. And the layup is good off the glass. Jerome's got his first bucket in this one. Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 11. Kennard for 3.
Luke Kennard
Nails it from 3. Kennard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And it's a good thing to see Allen trying to score more. When he does that, he attracts the defense's attention.
Cleveland shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. So both free throws good from Allen. Memphis leading. Stolen by Mobley.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Down low.
2 minutes.
Here's Strus. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that's gotta hurt. It's a turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
On the wing, Strus. Pass to Jerome. To the inside for the lead. Got a hand on it.
Cleveland foul. Ty Jerome. His first team foul. Substitution for your Cavaliers. DeAndre.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Jackson. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Pass to Jerome. Okoro outside. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. He can't hit that time. Jackson down low.
Jackson
hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Pippen. And rejected. And he recovers it. Pass to Edey. Second shot opportunity. Here's Pippen. Offensive rebound. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Here's Okoro. Now here's Green. Stolen by Kennard. To the middle. And here's the fast break.
Jackson.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Edey.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one.
With the score.
Memphis ahead, up by 4.
39.
And we're just moments away from the start of quarter
43.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Memphis leading by 4. And that one is stuffed right through.
Assist goes
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
Outside Strus.
Your son is killing me.
Mobley outside. And Mobley throws it down.
Making sure of it with the 2-man slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And the shot's good. Back to Mobley. And here's Hunter for 3. Drops in the 3.
A dead-eye catch-and-shoot guy. Hunter is someone you have to run off his shots.
From the arc. Mobley grabs the board. Cavaliers trip by 3. Garland up top. Here's Mitchell. A strong move by Mitchell inside.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint. This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
To the right side. Garland with the ball. And Kennard picks him up defensively. Outside for Mitchell. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Williams on the wing. Nice move. Kicks it out to Kennard. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Cavaliers.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And, Coach, you look at Vince Williams. That 7-foot wingspan is a difference maker defensively.
It sure is, Brian. He disrupts a lot of offensive action, both on and off the ball, forcing turnovers and blocking shots.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I was able to catch the message that Memphis's coach was giving to his team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, it's all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Bain. Oh, and Mobley with the block. Oh, there's the alley.
Oh my God!
With the slam.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Timeout call.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here.
Back
The
on
coaching
Ja
staff needs
Morant.
to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Come on, Doc.
Memphis trailing here.
Lock in.
Up top, Jackson. Pass to Morant. Oh, and Mobley with the block. Lets it go from the wing. Garland, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Cleveland calls timeout. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Well, now the question is, how do you scheme this guy? Try to take the ball out of his hands? Bring a second defender? I'm curious to see what they do.
The Grizzlies making a switch here.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Garland looking around. Count it, and one. He'll have a chance in the three-point play. It'll be on Marvin Bagley. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment. Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Morant. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Morant's got 22 points.
Wanting the ball in these spots is what makes Morant the leader that he is.
Outside Bagley. Good D by Mobley. And Mobley's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And there it is for him.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach has breathed a huge sigh of relief. Look, that's just great work on the boards. Effort dictates success.
Anything got his tag!
It's spider time. Donovan Mitchell, ice in his veins.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
You know, I've got 2 words to describe Donovan Mitchell. Dynamic scorer. You put this man in just about any situation, and he'll find a shot no matter what.
And Cleveland making a change here. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. 6 to shoot. Here's Garland. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Outside Morant. Off target with the shot. And so it's the Cavaliers who come out on top. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Ali.
LaMelo Ball.
Greetings, everyone, from Charlotte as we bring you an Eastern Conference contest for this Hornets home game. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Taking a look at Orlando.
Yeah, and Kevin, things are starting to get a little bit out of control for him. This losing streak is starting to become an embarrassment, and it's only going to get worse if things don't change.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Moncaro has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Here's Bancaro.
That'll be goaltending.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Kudos for the effort, but he got there a little too late.
Jalen Suggs.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs.
First team foul.
That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And here's Green outside. And here's Bancaro. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Pass to Carter. So it's Orlando now, following the score by Charlotte.
Assist goes to.
Hey, you can see that former football player mentality and history on display with Suggs. He is fearless.
Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's Suggs missing. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. the shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
First personal foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Jonathan Isaac.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He
Come on,
quickly
man!
And then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Isaac. No good on the three. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando. Here's Ball. A miss that time.
Oh, bro.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Pass to Bitadze. Here's Black. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Chalk up 2 there.
Boy, nice work by Harris that time. He's trying to find the best shot for his team, not necessarily for himself there.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Charlotte trailer. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. They got for us, DA.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. And we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Well, he's gifted with incredible length. Isaac is almost a footer, 7 feet that is, so he should pile up the block shots.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Carroll. No good with the triple. There's Ball with the 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
And, you know, Isaac is a high percentage shooter, takes good shots and makes a good percentage of them. And he's very skilled at getting position to throw it down on you.
On the wing, Green. Fires the 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. There's the drive. Williams. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Banchero.
That's
tie game here in Charlotte. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
The Orlando team. 10.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
Pass to De Silva. Now Anthony, right wing. Rocket 6. From past the arc. No good that time. Here are the Hornets with the ball. And Clark Cole Anthony is some kind of scorer when he gets hot.
Yeah, he's really special when he gets it going. He can beat you by himself. That's how good he is. He's a little mercurial, up and down, volatile a bit. But I tell you what, I like what he gives you when he's playing at his best.
Pass to De Silva. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's Ball. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now. And we'll get a look at how the Hustle-Stat game has been going for the Hornets.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Clark, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches. And we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway. But we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
And Williams is right there. Williams has got the lead up to 6 now for Charlotte.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Hornets leading by 6. Charlotte moving it around. To the inside. And the slam by Williams.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Here's Suggs. And nothing is falling for him right now. Here's Ball. Pass to Miller. Left side, Ball. Back to Bridges. Here he goes. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
Substitution on the court.
The Magic trailed by 10. Joseph looking around to the middle. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got his first basket of the night.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Hornets.
Yes, sir. Grant Williams rising up.
Here's Joseph. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Oh, man, check out the handle. I didn't know he had that in his game.
Inside. Okogie.
And one!
Yes, that goes in.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
First personal foul.
There's a minute 34 left in the first half. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Back to Joseph. And Caro outside. Oh, good on the triple.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Magic on defense. They trail by 11.
good, strong defensive awareness on display that time from Carter Jr. He's not afraid to mix it up and get scrappy defensively.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense.
Here's Smith. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hornets lead by 11.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Banchero. Another miss by Orlando.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
More and more, Grant Williams showing the ability to get others involved.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shot by Joseph, no good. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Pass to Okogie. Here's Williams. Down low. Here's Mann. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
With the score.
How finna done this nigga.
29. The Orlando team.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Hornets leading by 13. From 17 feet out. Here's Williams. Pass to Green. No good from outside. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Pulls up. Back to Suggs. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And it's Banchero missing. To the paint. Miller. And it's Miller on the foul. Miller's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Hornets.
And there's the length and skill working together there. Miller keeping that possession alive.
Wagner on the wing. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Bridges shot. Good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
Magic balls.
The Magic making a switch here.
Into the lineup for the Magic. Doga Bitadze.
90 seconds now into the second half.
Swagger. Gary.
Up and in on the layup.
The inside game of Harris continues to get better.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Suggs. That one off the back iron and out.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Kicks it out to Wagner. Here's Harris. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's inexcusable letting Harris hurt you from there. I mean, you got to keep this guy out of the paint.
The Magic trail by 15. One thing you know you're going to get from Bridges, he can really score.
That has never been a problem for him. He's always been able to put it in the basket. He's got a really good feel and stays in attack mode when he's on the offensive end.
Clock at 4. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Hornets leading by 13. Here's Ball. Foul.
It would!
Anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Defensive foul.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
Pass to Banchero. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Banchero's got his second basket of the night.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
And Ball definitely has the passing DNA. Some of his dime drops are really sweet.
Banchero outside. Here's Carter. And he banks in the layup.
Assisted.
Carter's got his first points in this one.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
On the wing, Green. Williams in the post. Out to Miller. Over to the left wing.
That's a 3-second foul.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here are the Magic now. 15-point game. Here's Anthony from about 19 feet. And it's Orlando with another.
Yeah, you know, Anthony has this in his bag. He's practiced these mid-range looks. You can tell.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
It's been all about Miles Bridges for the Hornets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific... And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Magic trail by 15. Here's Suggs. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Banchero outside. The 19-footer is on the money.
A dangerous scorer, really from anywhere on the floor. Banchero has all the tools to be great.
They kick it out to Green. Deep two from Ball. He can't get that one to fall.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Banchero. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Wagner. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They led by as many as 18 points. Outside, Green. Back to Bridges. Into the lane. Out to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. And here is Bridges. From outside, off the mark. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Wagner on the wing. Over Williams. And it's Wagner missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Here's Green. And it's Suggs with the rebound. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Green. Can't get it to fall.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
There's Wagner with the three. Hands it from downtown. Wagner's got his first 3 points of the game.
The coaching staff encouraging Wagner to take these quick hitting shots. They think it helps his confidence moving forward.
Charlotte calls timeout. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. While the team is up, Coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Here's a Kogi. Power down with both hands.
Yeah, you know, this is just too easy for a Kogi. I mean, the defense cannot afford to let him get deep, established position.
Banchero with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. Banchero outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Out to the right wing. Three-pointer on the way. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Pass to Okogie. Smith on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Magic trailed by 9. Banchero looking around. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Now here's Isaac. Here's Banchero.
Okogie's defense is top tier. He never stops working and causing problems at that end of the floor.
Wendell Carter. Franz
Hornets leading by 9.
Anthony Block.
Here's Mann. It's good. Mann's got his first points of the game.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Charlotte.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Miles Bridges.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Here's Nurkic. Good work defensively by Carter. And the Magic with possession. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Black. Wagner wide open. And they'll get another chance. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have a clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why.
I didn't know I got Seth Curry. But hey, need to be busting his ass though.
from New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a loss to the Indiana Pacers. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Some nice passing by New York here. They grabbed their own miss. Hart, that's good.
The energy with which Hart plays is just incredible. This guy fearless attacking the glass.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Pass to Hart. Here's Bridges. There's the try.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Here's Mitchell. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Back to Brunson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
To stop the run. Mobley outside. The wide open shot from Strus. And another miss by Cleveland.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Now let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability. 12-2. Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
That's too hard. And now the Knicks on the break.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Mitchell. Shoots from the baseline. Allen with it. Hart covering. Allen's shot is off.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And Anunoby slams it in.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Here's Mitchell. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Drain this shit, boys. He left. He left. I dubbed him. I dubbed this man, folks. Yeah, I almost dubbed him. Oh my God, folks. I almost dubbed this man, folks. This nigga dog shit. These niggas sorry. These niggas sorry. Them niggas sorry as hell. That shit's funny as hell, bro. That man quit. These niggas getting belt to ass back to back. I don't know about this one. What y'all think about this one, y'all? I'm gonna get the belt. I'm gonna hand him the belt, the BTA.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Very difficult to imagine it'll be much different this season. These teams still appear to be very closely matched, each with talent to be competitive, but not necessarily elite.
And you look at the Kings, Brent. They've had several name changes over the years of their franchise.
Yeah, before becoming the Sacramento Kings, they were the Rochester Royals, and then the Cincinnati Royals, and then the Kansas City Kings, and then all of a sudden, let's get to the West Coast, and here comes the state capital of Sacramento. It's not really affected the winning, though, has it, B.A.?
Now here's Vucevic. And that's a foul called on Domantas Sabonis.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Ball outside. About a minute played here so far in the first. The shot won't fall.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And yep, it's good.
And Giddy with a little giddy up on that pass.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Kings, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out. It's back to the basics, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's White from Pete Giddy. Zach LaVine clears it away.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
DeRozan outside. 5 on the clock. 4-3. It's hauled in by White. Giddy with it. And Sabonis picks him up defensively. Pass the ball. The baseline J. Sacramento grabs the miss. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, and they didn't get, like, blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding, rising up off the ground.
He got it. He got it. He got the dub. He got it. I'm gonna have it. I'm not finna my ass go to everybody niggas. The boys fucking tough as fuck.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets. Now here's Murray. Goes up at the elbow. Yep, count it.
It presents all sorts of problems when Murray's mid-range game is working. It gets the D scrambling. They got to get a body on him everywhere he goes.
Here's Scott. Here's Worthy. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game now.
At the line for the Lakers.
And the second free throw is good. And so Murray will bring it up for Denver. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Los Angeles.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
That's tipped. And here's Porter outside. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Here's Worthy. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And they double up Jokic. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. He takes it in. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Jokic. Shoots a fadeaway. The Nuggets with another miss.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
Ooh, stolen by Murray. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Outside for Porter. Second shot opportunity. Count the basket.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Divac. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And it's Jokic missing.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Here's Worthy. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. Gordon outside. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down hard.
And this is how powerful Jokic is. Able to still score despite the contact.
Here's Johnson. The rebound by Murray. The Nuggets trail. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Murray. Now here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Powerful stuff from the Joker. The defense doesn't want any of that, and I don't blame them.
Here's Worthy. Inside. Johnson on the wing. Here's Scott. And the Lakers get it back to the wing on the left. No good on the shot. The Nuggets on offense. Pass to Murray. Now here's Jokic. And he comes up with a bucket. Jokic has got 6 points.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Scott. There's 39 seconds left in the first. Worthy. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Pass to Murray. Takes it inside. Rebounded by Johnson.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Here's Jokic. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Give him 8. It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Denver. 8 points in the quarter, showing how.
Oh my God.
Time for a quick break, then back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Lakers trail by 3. To the middle. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Scott. Jokic grabs the board. Here's Westbrook. Lays it up and banks it in.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Washington.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet.
They got it. No, he got it. Cause that team's tough as fuck. Yeah, I'm for the Indians. I'm for play Fortnite. Alright, y'all, my niggas. This probably is in the stream right now, bro. Yeah. Make sure y'all nigga like, comment, subscribe. Turn notification bell too. We out here, bruh.